So hopefully, like, this is working. I have no guarantee if it's working or not. I don't have a clue. So, again, this is with very little sort of notice, so apologies for that and everything. Bloody hell. My scaling is all over the place. Forgive me. This is a test, but at the same time, this sort of needs to be talked about. Let's make me a bit bigger. So, yeah. Other way. This just showed up sort of from out of nowhere. I've literally been out seeing a special preview of The Irishman. I might do a review of it. Interested to see how it compares to AJ's of when it officially comes out. What, November-ish time? Depending if it gets a wide enough release, across America. What with the Netflix thing, but that's another issue. And the fact that I come back and I see hashtag the end, and I'm like, what's happened? What's happened in real life where it's like the apocalypse? And no, it's this. Again, I'm pointing the wrong way. It's this. Fort-night decides to, I don't know, go weird or something. Now, this has been teased, admittedly, for a number of tweak that down a bit. It's been teased for a number of weeks, if not months, about all this happening. As you can see, I'm using the Twitch feed. Hopefully it's okay to just use this as a thing, just to have in the background as a talking point. Unless, of course, something happens. In which case, how fortuitous is that? Although, with the timer saying, 5 hours, I've got a feeling it's probably going to be offline for at least 24, you'd have thought. Or at least 10. So I'm good to do it now, because it will still be there with, like, weird things happening on the black hole. So yes, it's arguably the biggest event on gaming stuff, probably within the last year, I'd say. Plenty of people watching on YouTube, plenty of people watching on Twitch, plenty of people watching on Mixer. Twitch and Mixer couldn't even cope with it. I'm amazed YouTube did. I guess the Google money worked. And it's left me in a sort of confusing thing, because from everything that I've seen, people that just so happen to be in sort of the event witnessed basically the world get sucked up. I'll see if I can get the notes off it. Not OBS. Eurogamer's story about this, which clearly shows that they knew it was happening, because everybody's sort of been prompted. So the whole season has revolved around events happening, of locations changing, but then the rocket ship captain, the Visitor, has come back from alternate future trying to fix the timeline after the 0 point made everything go crazy at the end of season 9. So the new ship came along with the other 6 ships, and they rifted on the island of Play and zapped away, with the comet just there above Dusty Depot. And then everything returned above the 0 point, and a huge explosion. And because the 0 point become unstuck in time, people started floating away, and then everything started getting sucked in to this black hole. And for the past 5 and a bit hours, that's sort of all that's there. If people were in the lobby getting ready, they were getting a message saying, looks like the current mode is no longer available. Please play a different mode to play. Except, even some people that were in the menu and whatever sucked up as well, which is a nice feature. But somehow I'm just feeling this is going to get to a point where kids are going to be crying because they can't play their game, which is sort of funny at the same time. It also weirdly coincides with, the whole Blizzard thing. That was going to be a separate video, but I'm letting other people do that. And considering that Blizzard, Blizzard has a lot of Chinese sort of interest, and obviously Epic is partly owned by Tencent, the Chinese company. A lot of people have gone, have they done this on purpose? It's the conspiracy bounds. But my thing is, for all these people that have spent their V-Bucks and have got saved V-Bucks, if they don't get carried over into this new Fortnite Chapter 2 is reportedly the working title for it, Fortnite 2, whatever, a Fortnite 2, Fortnite Harder. If it comes back and everybody sort of reset to basic and all the people that have spent their money on have lost it, boy, is this an example of the issues of live services as a game. Because whenever they feel like it, boom, we Thanos this. Except it isn't half the world loses, everything goes. I'm still seeing this now. We still see this nowadays, obviously, with games that lose their licenses. Most memorable one was the Deadpool game from Activision a few years back. Lost its license, then came back when they remastered, but then it disappeared again. Telltale obviously had it, but that's now, I believe, back now. At least on PC it's on Epic Game Store, which is but on consoles it's now sort of, they've all, I think, mostly made their way back into existence, if you will. But like, the same goes with like old PC games that have never got digitally released. It's that sort of scarcity, and then obviously needing the rig to run it, so prices go way up. Obviously for a live service, you're done for. Now, things get shut off when they're not lucrative and whatever. They've done what they need to do in terms of delivery of people wanting stuff. We've seen it with various. I think it's Nerdslayer that does Death of a Game. Recommended channel, I would say, by me. Death of a Game, looking at Star Wars Galaxies or City of Heroes, or really sort of any of the games where basically over a time they've made all the money that they're probably going to be able to make on the whole, and it just becomes too draining a cost to be able to do the delivery of product at a suitable quality and affordability, I should say. But I mean, people could argue that Fortnite was sort of going down to some extent. Numbers weren't as high as they have been, but still, for many companies, with the money that they were making in through V-Bucks and getting other cosmetic items in game and whatever, it's amazing that they've just hit, basically, from what I can tell, the reset button. What this means, I mean, we'll find out. Whether I probably won't do a follow-up video on it. I'm busy for a lot of this week. I mean, if I can fit it in, maybe. Might not be live this one though. But again, at the same time, this is sort of trialing doing things on here, even though there's nobody watching. At least I think. Mainly because my display thing just says please stand by, so that's a bit awkward, isn't it? Have I actually got to go to my own stream and see if I'm streaming myself? That might be the situation. It's something to do. That's why I say it's a test stream, at the same as doing everything else. Oh no, it does appear to be working. Better mute myself. There we go. I am doing stuff. There we go. At least I know, because all I was getting on my standby thing on the YouTube dashboard and whatever was saying, please stand by, and it's like, that's useful. But yeah, this has me intrigued, but at the same time a little worried for what might come, depending what they do. If it comes back and everybody's sort of things that they've got are still with them, you know, the stuff that they might have paid a lot of money for, then I don't see there was going to be that much issue. If it comes back and it's all reset and you've got to get it all again, you know, your favourite things, that might be a bit of an awkward situation, and I can't wait to see the dumpster fire that might ensue from it. So, yeah. A live test, but also talking about this, what it means, what's coming from it, who knows. I guess I would say keep an eye on the live stream, but it could just be this for ages. So just wait until the tweets start showing up saying, you know, Fortnite Season 2 is here. Because I'm having a look at my Twitter now. Number 1 trend in the UK, Fortnite 2. Number 2, Fortnite. Number 3, the end. Number 4, Fortnite leaks. Number 5, black hole. Number 6, Fortnite event. Number 7, LGBTQ takeover. So the first 6 trend, the number 1 through 6 that is trending on Twitter is just all about this thing. I mean, they're getting the clicks. I just hope that it delivers and they don't have a screw up. Anyway, you can watch this on various places. People are waiting for something to do with Season 11. Wanting to be the first in. If they even call it that. They might just call it Fortnite 2 Chapter 1, or Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 1, or just really confuse everybody like that, which is always nice. But yeah, my sort of thoughts on this. It's also a test of me getting everything sort of sorted out with OBS in terms of being able to sort of present stuff as well. Various other things. But yes, that is all from me for this video. I've got a snack stash with McDonald's, which is out of date now, because they stopped selling that burger. Well, one of the 2 burgers that I covered in it. Oh, well, one of the 2 I tried to cover, but then the video screwed up. I remember that now. So, you know, I explained that in the video. But there's other McDonald's burgers, as I explain in that one. There's other various snacks that I need to do. There's probably other gaming topics. You know, now that I know that this works through the setup that I've got on YouTube, I might live stream some more of these reacting to sort of events, things. I don't know. Hopefully this doesn't get demonetized. Probably will. In which case, sorry to Owen, but I just thought it was better than just me being how I normally am, you know, when I'm just here going, hello, you know, and I'm talking to you. I thought I might as well have something interesting there. Have to flip my blooming camera so I actually look, you know, correct. Wait, can I do that? No, I can't. So be it. Anyway. So yeah, more stuff from me coming up. Owen's obviously busy with the HHN stuff. I'd be interested to hear some of his tales from those runs, if you will. And then the real runs, but that gets confusing. AJ's movie reviews versus coming up, you know, some big films coming up over the next few weeks before we head into here's all the films that are probably going to be coming out for award season in November and December time, except for us in the UK where some of them come out in February because reasons. With that being said though, hope you enjoyed this and all that, and I bid you adieu. That rhymed. That doesn't happen all the time. Wait, what? Wow, I get used to clicking a button and then the stream ends or my video ends. No, it's actually telling me, are you sure you want to end your stream? Do I? Oh, this will be the rhetorical question where it's like, do I get sucked into a black hole now? Maybe. Or maybe the screen just flashes up with recommended videos.